I would like to apologize for the lack of music in the past 4 videos, or rather, the lack of a higher volume of the game audio for the past few videos. I forgot that I was testing something in another DS game that I had, and I forgot to turn the volume up in sound settings. I forgot to turn it back up in sound settings, so I really hope you forgive me for that. Like, oh my god, I am so sorry about that. I haven't edited those videos yet, so I'm gonna try to see if I can do all that, but it probably won't matter anyway. But anyway, things should be back to normal now. Anyway, hello there everybody, and welcome to part 40. So now we can get on with this. I swapped out arms for Sarah because she has defog and we really need it. Okay, so now that we've gotten that out of the way, here is your spot to find Feebas. Feebas is found on 4 random tiles on this lake. I also had to use another repel. So, because of that, you're gonna have to be fishing through every single tile if you want to find Feebas. And, yeah, so if you want to add it to your team, good luck. Mixing records can also be a really helpful thing too, because mixing records will show you, well, specifically where you will be able to find Feebas if your friends tell you. So if you mix records with somebody and they tell you where exactly it is, then it should be no problem whatsoever. But anyone who's ever found a Feebas before in any of those Pokemon games, Gen 3 or Gen 4, knows the pain, like the absolute pain of finding a Feebas. So, yeah, just good luck if you wish to find one. Anyway, you need Rock Smash in order to get to this item. We got a Light Clay before, and Light Clay will increase the time of Light Screen and Reflect. And, yeah. Again, it's a hold item, so just expect all those fancy items to be, like, held items, essentially. Expect that. Okay. Use strength again to push that rock over there, and get a soft sand. A hold item that increases the power of ground-type moves. Yes, sir, indeed. We can just keep on moving on from here. And you look at this cave, and you can find a Never Melt Ice. Just like with Iron Island, there's something special about this room, but we can't interact with it yet. So we should just move along from that. Yes. Route 216. I love this song. We all love this song. We know this song is very great. And yeah, it really just brings out the jazzy feel. That's what I like about Gen 4's soundtrack in general, is just that it's filled with a lot of jazz in it. And especially when it all goes in, it really just goes in. Like, there's some smooth jazz tones in this game. But when we go full in, that's when we really just go in. Yeah, we all know this song was coming eventually. You're not even required for anything, but I'm gonna fight you anyway. Okay. And you know what? This song is actually really good in BDSP 2. Like, take a listen for yourself. That's another thing I'll compliment the remakes for, is that the soundtrack is gloriously remade. I will have to admit, though, like, some of the battle themes are hit and miss for a lot of people. But in terms of overworld themes, like, that's a good soundtrack. It's a really good soundtrack. It's just a shame that they belong to a mid-remake. I'll fully go into the details about why it's not that good of a remake in, you know, a future video. But for now, we'll just leave it at that. Anyway, this Ace Trainer is now a snow-covered trainer. It's a completely different sprite. So, it's cool. Yeah, he has a Porygon 2 and an Ambipom for your Pokédex. Or, yeah, Porygon 2 and Ambipom for your Pokédex. So, that's great. Anyway, you can't use your bike while in the snow areas, so you're using your own 2 feet here. Anyway, it's on this route where you can find your first instance of Ice-type Pokemon. Which, if you know your Ice-type Pokemon, they are, well, full of weaknesses. In fact, Ice-type Pokemon are, in fact, the worst defensive type in, you know, any Pokemon game. So, that's a bit unfortunate, but it's not to say that all of them are terrible. In fact, I believe on these next routes you can find Sneasel here, which has a Gen 4 evolution in Weavile. So, Weavile's pretty good. It's fast, it's physically able, it's just a great Pokemon. You just gotta watch out for that Ice typing going along with its Dark typing. Level 45 for Palanquin, finishing off the job. Ace Trainer Maria, if you didn't already go to the route south of Sandgem Town, will have Sudowoodo for your Pokédex. Maria, eat Snowball, punk. Eat Snowball, punk. Yeah, you really want to start a snowball fight with me? Well, little did you know that I'm the snowball fight champion. So who's laughing now? Who's laughing now? Oh, it's 5 p.m. Now you finally saw the change in real time. Because now it's actually sunset. Let me revive here. Okay, I'm ready. At least my volume didn't get screwed for this. Okay. So, Ace Trainer Laura as a Tropius. Alright, well, guess what? I have a spaghetti. So, while you're battling on the snow routes, which is going to be the next couple of routes for a while, it's always going to be hailing. So, when it comes to hail, it powers up Ice-type Pokemon and, or rather, Ice-type moves. And it also, what am I saying? It's also the only weather, condition that Ice-type Pokemon are immune to. So while every other type will get chip damage from hail, Ice types don't. So that's the big difference. Don't really know why hail was in here in the first place when it's clearly snowing. Snow does not equal hail. Now, if we're talking about the modern games, then that is true. That specifically is true. Alright, so Skier Edward will have Sneasel, which you can find on this route, and I believe the next route. We've already seen a Sneasel anyway. But anyway, we have a Skier here. So Skiers have Ice-type Pokemon. So, Fire types, Fighting types, Steel types, what other type is there? Level 44. Embargo. Ooh, that thing that video games often have. Embargo prevents the foe from using its hold item, and the trainer is also prevented from using items, so I'm not going to do that. As fun as that might possibly be, absolutely not. I don't know why I clicked on no, but you never expected me to be an expert to begin with, so I guess that's fine. Snowbound Lodge, a warm bed, and little else. Yep, very little else indeed. So you can fully heal up your Pokemon here if you need to. And let's see. I don't have thick fat on some Pokemon. That's why I bundled up on layers of thick clothes. Incidentally, do you know what the ability thick fat does? It halves the damage taken from ice and fire type moves. Yeah, I've already explained that. Yeah, make yourself at home. Yes or no? As you can see, the lodge is beat up. Do as you like. It doesn't look beat up from my end. In fact, it looks perfectly fine. It really does look perfectly fine. Does that look factually beat up to you? No, it doesn't. It really doesn't, because you're not a required trainer for anything, but you might have some Pokemon for the Pokedex. Ace Trainer Garrett will also have a Dusclops for your Pokedex. My Drapion sacrificed its life to, win the fight, so that's good. If only that Mr. Mime didn't do a Reflect, and then that Scyther, like, fell to the hail. Or whatever. Hey, what's up, girl? Oh, Hikari. Are you maybe on your way to Snowpoint City? That's where I'm going, too. If I use Fly, I could get there instantly, but I'm walking for my training. I have no problem with this. I'm used to the cold because I go barefoot and lightly dressed. Achoo! Sorry, that was nothing. Really, I'm not cold at all. I'll be going now. Please take care. You know what? We can all use training like mainleans. We really could. Anyway, I need to revive, No Scope. Because this cold is nothing compared to the fire that burns in my heart. Really, huh? Well, what about that cold, that unbearable cold that's gonna come up then? That's gonna be a little bit unbearable. Anyway, this required battle has Electabuzz for your Pokedex. But very thankfully, I got rid of that hail in place of another annoying status or weather condition, which is the sandstorm. Because that's how we do things around here. All right, get him with the earthquake and finish up the business. The business. But yeah, we never actually see this game at sunset. I don't normally record this late because the boys won't, like, stay quiet, but yeah. This is just the one in the day where they just talk and bark and bark and bark. We call Finn and Jack the boys. And, oh, I thought that was a critical. Whoa. I seriously thought that was a critical. But it wasn't. That did all that damage normally, like, oh my god. Crazy. Your heart burns as hot as mine. I put Doofer out front. And now, the most annoying route possibly in all of Pokemon. Because it may not look it at first that things are, relatively okay and everything. But then the real kicker comes up where you have all these trainers just pop in, or rather these ninja boys, rather. Oh, hey, you have the same name as the Xenoblade. That Golbat wasn't full of beans. Anyway, yeah, it's a kind of, with ninja boys on the route, it's impossible to see where they are, and it's just kind of bad game design right here. And speaking of bad game design, Route 217 is nothing but an open field where it's just full of white. It's just full of whiteness and everything else. And sometimes you may fall into piles of deep snow. And everything just goes really, really slow. Again, imagine if you're playing Diamond and Pearl and this is slow. Slow. It's really slow. And besides the point, some of these trainers have Pokemon that you might need for your Pokedex if you need them for your Pokedex. So, you know what? You might as well just take them on anyway. Here's a fun fact about Snover. Because of its ice grass typing, it has it and its evolved form Abomasnow have the highest amount of weaknesses of any Pokemon. because grass and ice types have a lot, and I mean a lot of weaknesses. And now you have a Pokemon that combines that, and you suddenly have a Pokemon that has all the weaknesses in the world, where I think over half of the types at this point are strong against Snover and the evolved form. Nice. 3 Snovers. I'm not making a joke. But you get what I mean here. Like, Snover is just a Pokemon that shouldn't exist because it just has way too many weaknesses for its own good. And yeah, your eyes are not fooling you. I'm kind of glad that this area can actually run good on the emulator, because I wouldn't have survived. And also, there are a lot of items here that you need to get, so yeah. These areas around these trees often have the deepest snow, so yeah. Just be aware of that. TM07, hail. Yeah, the irony. And also, if that wasn't enough, there is a required item, HM08 Rock Climb here, that you absolutely need to get on this route, otherwise it doesn't count. You won't be able to progress, and that's bull! This guy will tell you about the hidden move, the hidden machine. And if you do find it and talk to him, you'll get the Icicle Plate, which increases the power of ice-type moves, even as old as time when Sinnoh came into being. Yeah, I completely skipped over that because I was just talking about how bad this route is. Even though the music's great. I'm not denying that the music is excellent. Am I from the Iga clan or Koga? Hey, no, that's not the Koga that we know. The Koga wouldn't have a U in the name. Sarah to level 44. Ninja boy Ethan. I'm not much of a ninja either way. Of course you're not. Of course you're not. Either way, yeah, you're gonna want to fight most of these trainers anyway. Again, they might have Pokemon that you will need for your Pokédex anyway. Even though they're not technically required, they still should be shown regardless. I've been skiing with my Pokemon since I was just 5 years old. Well, good for you. If only we had skis. In fact, why didn't the remakes have this? Skier, whatever her name was, has a Piloswine for your Pokédex. Well, you are going to see it in a required battle later, so. And also, a Glaceon for your Pokédex. Huh? What? I repeat. Huh? What? Huh? What? Huh? What? Huh? What? Hey, Fink, come on. I keep thinking back to that. Like, I'm watching way too many Oni play videos. Like, oh my god. Dude. Skier Bjorn will have a Swinub for your Pokédex. As well as a Sneasel, but we've already seen a Sneasel in required battle anyway, so yeah. Oh my god, I should really just stock up on like those revives. Cause this is getting to be a little bit too much. I'm supposed to faint to gym leaders, not these common folk. That's what I'm supposed to do. I seriously, that's what I need to do. I'm also thinking, is there like any items here? Because there are also hidden items, which actually makes sense. Ha! Well, actually, there's a visible item right here, and it's a rare candy. And it's right over here? Yeah, Max Potion. A person? A rare sight. Thank you for visiting. A gift. The spell tag. This increases the power of ghost-type moves. And it's a hold item. I never actually thanked that lady. You know, thank you, lady, for all your help. Oh. Anyway, creepy. I'm using the dowsing machine on my Poketch. I'm looking for things buried under the snow. Good for you. Right over here is the icy rock. Bring your Eevee over here and level it up once so that you can evolve it into Glaceon. Oh yeah, well, it's over. Yeah, there we go. I'm not using this on my team, by the way, but, you know, it's all good. Frost Tree Pokemon, Grass Ice type. Seemingly curious about people, they gather around footsteps they find on snowy mountains. Interesting, but I'm not using you. I'm not using you either. You! You! It is time, folks! The final member of the good old-fashioned team is Swinub. You can immediately get Piloswine right away by simply leveling it up, no matter what level you get it at. And by using Heart Scales to teach it Ancient Power, you can then level it up again to get Mamoswine, the new Gen 4 evolution they've added to Swinub, because if Piloswine was okay before, then now Mamoswine, it's just good. Mamoswine is an HP physical attack beast. It's got 110 HP and 130 physical attack, meaning that it can use its good physical move pool to its absolute best here. You can get Earthquake by leveling it up as a Swinub or TM. You can get Rock Tomb, you can get Stone Edge, Stealth Rock, of course, is always a good option. By move tutors, you can get Superpower and among other things. Like Mamoswine, despite the fact that it has the garbage of having an ice type as part of its typing, it's definitely gonna have plenty of weaknesses. Its weaknesses being fire, water, grass, fighting, and steel. But it hits really hard, it's bulky, and I just really like it as a Pokemon, honestly. I mean, its defenses are not terrible. I mean, special defense at being at 60 is kind of bleh. But seriously, it's Mamoswine. Come on! And thankfully, your catch rate is very low, or very high for being a rarer Pokemon than I could find by any stretch of the imagination. So, Swinub, welcome to the family. Well, once we get to a Pokemon Center, anyway. The Pig Pokemon, Ice Ground type. It has a very sensitive nose. It can locate mushrooms, berries, and even hot springs buried under ice. Once again, I'm going to look for I'm going to look for various Swinub to see if I can get the proper nature on it, of course. I'm not really too miffed about its abilities at all. Like, it can only have 2 abilities throughout its life. It can either have Oblivious or Snow Cloak. Oblivious basically means that it can't be attracted. And Snow Cloak means that it gets evasion from a hailstorm. Basically Sand Veil, but for hail. I don't really care about any of those abilities. All I care about is the nature. And also, I thought that was I thought the catch rate was 255. What is this game doing? I want to catch in a repeat ball. Oh my god. Okay. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna look for any of these Pokemon or any of these Swinub to see if I can get the proper nature for them in repeat balls. Thank you. Of course, if I happen to get the nature I want on the quick ball, then that's totally fine too. All right, I got the 3 Swinub, and I find it kind of weird and funny that I would find a medium rate encounter Pokemon less than a high rate encounter Pokemon and less than a low encounter rate Pokemon. So I just thought that was pretty funny. I just think that's just hilarious. All right, so we got one more trainer to go. We're almost there at our next destination anyway, so... yeah, I just like wherever I go. Hiya. Black Belt Luke will have a Riolu for your Pokédex. Achoo! Achoo! But yeah, really slow route. Just really slow everything. What is it? Pokemon battle? Yes, battle! Pokemon battle. Doofer goes to level 43. Wants to learn Super Fang. That makes it so that the Pokemon's current HP is half. It can actually be really good for those Pokemon that might give you some trouble with being captured. I'm not gonna do that because you are the HM slave. No Scope goes to level 44. Phew, you are alive, aren't you? Oh my god, yeah, I'm alive. I got buried in the snow, that's all. It's fine. I can do good in the snow. It's all well and good. Yeah, I'm totally not, like, frostbitten. Totally. Hey, bro. Hey, Kari! What, you finally come along now? Slow! Way too slow! Listen, Ikari, you see all these rocks all lumpy right here? You can't climb those rocks unless you get the Snow Point Gym Badge. Anyway, I'm off. Team Galactic, I'm coming for you! Because we're no rock climbers, I guess we gotta go get the Snow Point Gym Badge. Oh, there's snow and I got Ultra Ball. Oh my god. Snow Point City. You know, I want to live here. I'm sorry, but I want to live here. I want to live in a time of year where it's always cold. Seriously, it's great. It's really nice. Anyway, I'm gonna see about my Swinub. Oh wait, I don't remember you being here. Urgh. Oh, hey Kari, are you gonna take on the gym challenge now? I'm hoping to see Candace soon, but I'm staying put until I warm up again first. Oh, you should know that Candace is a user of Ice-type Pokemon. I really admire Candace. She's so studious. She wanted to practice against me to learn about the Fighting type. It's because the Ice-type matches up badly against the Fighting type. Wow, I didn't remember that she actually showed up here. Okay. So I got 4 Swine up here. What? Why are they always not here? Do they really want me to bring out the NSFW? Because I really... Oh my god. Oh my god. That is so funny. That's actually hilarious. Oh, dude. Oh my god. Listen. All of my Pokemon have been, like, relatively cool. Like, I have, like, 3, like, half of my team, of my current team is naughty nature. And, like, oh my god. Why does this game want me to be naughty? I don't get it. But, it's fine. We made it to Snow Point City, and that's all that matters. Next time on Pokemon Platinum, after we train up our brand new team member Swinub off screen. Our female Swinub, okay. We're going to see what Snow Point City is all about and challenge the gym. See you guys on the next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.